We can also harness to enhance assessments, where AI can assist with automated grading, performance predictions, and providing valuable insights for educators and students. So there are a number of tools, technologies that AI provides us to be able to deliver quality education. But not only that, one of our core activities in higher education is research, and it is not left out. In terms of research, there is a wide range of applications of AI technology or tools that will be leveraged or harnessed for research purposes in several fields. For example, in education, agriculture, environment, medicine, engineering, transport, public management, businesses, and etc. For instance, the application of machine learning to improve education development can be used, so we can use it tool or technology. We can also develop machine learning strategies to enhance crop production, that is in the area of agriculture, defining and understanding biological patterns and trends, the identification of animal and plant species to enhance their right preservations, monitoring and preventing climate-related risks such as floods and fires. So these are examples. We can also apply machine learning to optimize medical diagnosis, improving the process to distinguish between various situations, benign and malignant tumors and all those. Then the big data is also available that we can analyze using big data to better understand historical health information. So, as far as research is concerned, in higher education institutions, we can leverage or harness on AI-powered technologies or tools to enable us to achieve our research for society. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a look at the other SDGs? We've looked at the SDG 4, which is the quality education. But the university, by its manual of higher education, can also look at other SDGs, which we normally do. For the other SDGs, we can achieve them by leveraging on the artificial intelligence to provide more reliable information, to support better informed decision making, implementing database policies, activities, and optimizing the allocation of resources. For SDG 3, good health and well-being is one of the areas with the most applications of AI technology used, especially in precision or genomic medicine and in mental health support. We've leveraged our technology to support work in this area to get the good health and well-being. It can also be used to develop tools and techniques for managing stress and anxiety and promoting or demonstrate. We can integrate innovation and others, especially with our mandates for entrepreneurship, to foster a culture of innovation and responsible development, ensuring that technological developments contribute to a sustainable future. We demonstrated using AI to be able to track responsible consumption and production. And quite a number of them are used in the manufacturing industry to be able to do this. For climate action, which was one of the bases for which the 2030 agenda was set, we can use artificial intelligence so the technologies and tools are there to facilitate environmental monitoring, resource management, renewable energy, and grid management. It can be used to monitor climate change, predict natural resources, and develop sustainable solutions for resource management and environmental prediction. Then life below water, SDG 14. Technologies have been used to assess water management and also monitoring pollution. For peace, justice, and strong institutions, SDG 16. AI technologies, we can harness them in behavioral forecasting and mental health, and also in improving our legal system. So the technologies can be harnessed to improve the way our legal systems operate. Finally, SDG 17, Partnerships for Goals. We can leverage on AI to facilitate interdisciplinary collaborations. That is, collaborations between our own researchers and institutions or expertise working in the various SDGs across different disciplines, promoting interdisciplinary approaches in addressing complex sustainability. But in all these, that the tools and technologies are available to us, there are some challenges and considerations that we need to look at, especially when we are dealing with leveraging on AI in higher educational institutions for us to achieve or advance the sustainable development goals, and we can't leave those ones out. So ladies and gentlemen, while we recognize the increase or enormous potential of artificial intelligence, particularly in the context of higher education, in advancing sustainable development, there are a few challenges and considerations that will need to be addressed. Number one, are ethical concerns. Data privacy and security, and the potential for misuse of AI in education requires careful consideration and ethical frameworks. So higher education institutions need to address ethical concerns by developing ethical guidelines for AI use to prevent bias, protect data privacy, and ensure responsible innovation. In addition, AI systems must be developed and used in a way that minimizes bias and ensures fairness and equity in education outcomes. The second one is developing AI literacy. It's a challenge. We need, higher educational institutes need to equip students, faculty with the necessary AI literacy skills to understand, evaluate, and ethically use AI technologies. In terms of infrastructure and resource gap, another concern, there are uneven access to technology and infrastructure in the various higher institutions and many other areas that, as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. And these inequalities can exacerbate the differences, the use of the AI. Access to technology, reliable internet connectivity, and trained personnel are essential for AI. Another concern is the cultural resistance, what we normally call change resistance. Resistance to change and a lack of understanding about AI's potential can hinder its effective implementation. So it's a concern, it's a challenge that we need to deal with. When people in the comfort area says, oh, this AI thing, what is it about? We need to actually end. It's a very critical area in terms of when we look at the culture of us, let me say Africa, and especially Ghana, always resisting change. But we need to deal with that. Another concern is pedagogical race. Integrating AI into education requires a shift in teaching methodologies and curriculum design to maximize it. Then with leadership and collaboration is also another concern. Effective leadership, interdisciplinary collaboration, and thoughtful integration of AI are crucial for maximizing its benefits. So whilst we try to maximize the benefits or the tools of AI, we need to take into consideration how it affects leadership and our collaboration to benefit from AI. Prof. Chair, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, AI offers powerful tool sets for advancing and accelerating progress towards the SDGs in higher education. However, by addressing ethical considerations and with careful